Hello, today we are looking at the evolution of James Bond on the PlayStation.
Leave him alone!
Pierce Brosnan's second film was the first outing for 007 on the PS1. Critics weren't happy that the game, after Goldeneye, switched the perspective from first person to third person.
This should punch up my headlines for tomorrow.
I think your story's over, Elliot.
Well, it took just one game for Bond to be first person again. However, for some reason, the game never had a multiplayer mode, which for a Bond game is stupid.
Get to the torpedo room, now!
This game featured Pierce Brosnan, but only his likeness.
Well, it seems we've cleared customs, Cherise.
Thank you, Mr. Bond.
Call me James.
This game has Bond use several of his most famous cars, from the then current 19 films. This game features its very own 007 instead of Pierce Brosnan's, who was Bond at the time. It is the 30th highest selling PS2 game with over 1.5 million sales.
Verification code.
The sequel to Agents Under Fire, Bond now resembles Pierce Brosnan once more. This game was released in the same month as Die Another Day, which was Pierce Brosnan's last outing as the famous spy.
They're going to disintegrate the levees, flood the city.
You've got to stop it, 007.
Bond is modelled after and voiced by now former Bond Pierce Brosnan. He finally voices Bond now that he's stepped down from the role. This is the second game after Tomorrow Never Dies played in third person, and the first Bond game to feature two-player cooperative mode. This has no relation to the 1995 film or 1997 game of the same name. In this game you play as an ex-MI6 agent who loses an eye and then receives a gold-coloured cybernetic replacement. The game is based on the 1957 novel and the 1963 film of the same name.
May I help you?
A dry martini. Shaken, not stirred.
The game includes new voice work from Sean Connery, despite the actor being away from the role for 22 years. This was the first Bond title to be published by Activision. Electronic Arts had published every PlayStation Bond game up to now. This game was released on both the PS2 and PS3 to mixed reviews.
6, 5. Finish the job, James. Blow him to hell. 4.
A modern reimagining of the 1995 film as well as a remake of the 1997 game. Even though Pierce Brosnan starred in the original film and game, current Bond Daniel Craig's voice and likeness are used in the remake. The game received positive reviews from critics, although it wasn't as critically acclaimed as the Nintendo 64 original. This game featured Daniel Craig's voice and likeness, as well as singer Joss Stones as an MI6 agent and jewellery designer.
Ciao.
A planned sequel was scrapped due to Bloodstone's poor sales. And finally, we come to the last ever PlayStation Bond game. released 8 years ago. The game was released to coincide with Bond's 50th anniversary, and features one mission from each of the 6 actors' eras.
I need an update. Did you learn anything from Goldfinger's assistant?
Even though the multiplayer mode received some praise, the reviews were overwhelmingly negative for the rest of the game. This would be the last game to be developed by Eurocom, who ceased operations in 2012.
Hold on!
Well, that ended on a downer. Let us know your fond memories of PlayStation Bond in the comments. And thanks for watching.
It's over now, Melody.
What do we do now, James? We're in the middle of the Baltic Sea.